going to talk about is placing the, doing the work that's required to get started on the stairs. So this is a structure. I'll just show you the first floor plan right here. The structure for the two-story home, and the stairs the staircase goes up in this direction. And over here, we go down into the basement, and as you can see, they're U-shaped stairs. And now if I back up and look at the structure, this is a garage over here, and this is where the U-shaped stair will be constructed. From the second floor, we go from up here, we'll go down to a landing in this location right here, and then down to another landing. And then going down into the basement, we'll go from the first floor down to a landing and down to the basement floor. They are going to be stacked on top of each other. So again, as you can see, this location right here, we're going down into the basement, and then from the first floor we go up to the second floor. So you can see again that they are stacked. For right now, we're just going to do the construction lines that are required for this drawing. So I'll just zoom in on this portion right here. I want to see if I can get rid of some of these. All right. So the first thing that I want to do is your PD mode. What we're going to do is we're going to divide this space from the finished floor on the basement to the finished floor on the first floor. We're going to divide it into equal spaces. And depending on which code you're looking at, the Uniform Building Code talks about a space of a maximum of 8 inches, and the new International Building Codes talks about a space of a maximum of 7.5 inches. So I guess at this point I'll see if I can get it to that more strict code. The first thing that we want to do is set the PD mode. It defaults, I believe, to 0, and that does not put down any type of a point at all. It's not a visible point. So I'd suggest a PD mode of 99. It's just a number that sticks in my brain. There are many different PD modes and different types of nodes that can be set down, but 99 works out well. And I'm just going to I'm going to also set my OSNAP in a couple of different ways. I'm going to put down a node that will snap to a PD mode, a PD node, I should say, and also perpendicular will be useful. Nearest really is not useful. Intersection is probably all right, and endpoint might be all right too. So I'm going to click OK on that, and I'm going to then take off snap. I'm going to OSNAP to the finished floor down here. Really, it can be anywhere along that finished floor. I probably should have left nearest on also, and I'll snap it to the finished floor right there. And so we have a line from finished floor to finished floor. Again, it makes really no difference what angle it is, what 2 points it is. As you'll be able to see in just a minute, it just needs to be finished floor to finished floor. So now I'm going to go to the divide command. I can key it in or pick it off one of the menus. Divide, and it says select the object to divide. I'll select that right there, and I'm sorry, I need to find out the length of it first. So I'm going to list the line, and the length isn't useful to me. The length that I need is the change in Y, the vertical. So that's 10 foot 0 1/8. So I'm going to calculate with a CAL. I could use a calculator in my pocket too, but I'll just do it on screen. Calculate 120.125 divided by a maximum of 7.5 inches per rise. And it says I have a riser of 16.016. So I'm going to say that I'm going to use 16 risers. So now I go to the divide command, divide, select the object, that object, and I want to divide it into 16 even blocks. So I have that right there, and now I'm going to draw a line, and I need ortho on. I'll be trimming these out. So all I'm doing is snapping to those nodes. And drawing construction lines. Hopefully this is coming out easily seen. One thing I have to be careful of is not to snap to something. All right, so I have now I have these construction lines here. For all practical purposes, I can erase all of these nodes now. I think I'll just do a window for a good chunk of them. I won't need any of them any longer. I won't need that line either. So what I have is 16 evenly divided spaces. If I was curious, I could say, well, what is the distance? I go distance DI and find out that the distance from one to the other is, when it's rounded, 7.5 inches. I believe this is rounding to the nearest 32nd, so it is very close to 7.5 inches. I should tell you, by the way, that that is not going to be common, and I'll tell you also that this is not the same rise. 100 and what was it, 10 foot, 0 1/8 will not be the same rise as what you have. This is just for an example. So we'll have 8 risers down and 8 risers down to the platform, and then 8 risers down to the floor. That's what my plan is going to be. It doesn't have to be that way. But so what I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 risers. So this line right here, I'm going to just, let me see, what should I do? I should just put it on a different layer. That doesn't look halfway, but I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is. Okay, it's just an optical illusion. I'm going to look at this. My plan when I drew this was that I would have a landing length of 3'6". Now, when we get to this portion right here, it may change. Matter of fact, I'm going to go with a 3-foot landing down here. I can go to a 3'6" up in the top. You can see that the wall thickness is quite a bit thicker. So I'm going to offset this 36 inches or 3'0" from here to the landing. And so this right here, I'm going to fillet those lines just so that we can get a little better look there. So that's going to be our landing, and I'm going to make a decision here. I have a little flexibility, but I'm going to make a decision to go to the to a 10-inch riser. So I'm just going to offset this 10 inches for a number of sections here. Oops. Okay, and I'll fillet these. I'm just going to use the fillet command. You can see I'm not adding any of the materials here, any of the thicknesses for the riser boards, for the tread material. This is just simply a construction line, basically, for the layout of the stairs. We'll trim out these a little bit later. I'm going to, again, let's see how would be the best way to do this. I'm going to just drag these over. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Drag these over because we need to do the same thing for the risers going up. Okay, so now we are halfway up, and now I'm going to come back here. So what we have to do is to extend. There's the first riser going in this direction, and extend the next one to right here. And again, we'll be cleaning this up later. Extend all these to, oops. To make sure that I get that finished floor. Oops. Extend and there. All right. Now I'm going to trim these again. That's not going to be as clean as I'd like, but that's okay for right now. Okay, I think I'll fillet these to kind of make it a little more clear where we are now. And again, we could fillet these or trim these out also. But I think that you get the idea. The next thing that we'd want to do is make sure that this agrees with our floor plan, and you know, make sure that we have the headroom that we need. Before we go through and detail everything, we'd want to make sure that the headroom is okay, that we're leaving the amount of space that we had planned on previously for the hall spaces and whatnot. But we don't want to get too carried away with all the detailing if we find out later, oh geez, we're going to have to go to another riser or whatever, because it would basically be a redraw from that point on. So I think at this point I'm going to pause the recording and give you a chance to absorb some of this, possibly even watch it over again. Maybe do the same or similar activity on your drawing, come up with some questions, and we can go from there.